All right, well, let's get back to it. First, let me apologize to the Heat Seekers. They did put a pretty good whooping on me last week, and I don't avoid the MDAs because I lose. I avoided last week because, no, I actually had some work to do. But let's not prolong it. Let's dive into this week. Game of the week, we got two division winners. We got the Heat Seekers versus the Shockers. And while it looks like the Shock is leading the division because his division isn't that very good, and the Heat Seekers, well, they continue to roll on. Let's go fantasy reality. Reality is the Heat Seekers have the best, deepest team he's ever had. Probably the best and deepest team in the league today. We'll see if he can ruin it or if he can keep the ball rolling. I got a feeling that he might not even the Heat Seeker could ruin this year. Let's go to fantasy. Fantasy is a 1-4-2 work in this league. It doesn't. It's cute. There's a reason why you do it, and it's because your team has holes. So, Shock, I don't know if that's going to work for you. Good thing you still got a flex and can put a real lineup out there.
You know what West Coast niggas is gonna
Yeah,
This is too
the
West
Bruise keeping his playoff hopes alive, keeping his hand in the mix with a nice win over the Sean Daddy Studs. Bruise out there repping that West. Let's go off fantasy reality. Reality, as it's been stated a couple of times already. Two tight ends don't work. The Bruise got 4 catches total out of 2 tight ends. I mean, if you have that many holes in your lineup, make a move. Fantasy. Fantasy is that Sean Daddy Studs can continue to run B-Jack out there. I mean, there's a reason why I traded him, guy. You got, bad as your luck was with that Green Bay backfield, you might have just reciprocated it with Marshall Lynch, actually providing some points. Might want to look to put him in there. Pushing on, we got Triple A versus the Mighty One himself. Boy, this game started, it was back and forth. It was a battle. It was everything you would expect out of these two former champions. And it was all close until Triple A started Harvin a good time when he saw that 15-pointer and Percy Harvin hit that end zone. Oh, what a beautiful thing that was. Let's go fantasy reality. Reality is, both of these teams are strong. They're going to make a push. I mean, 78 points usually gets it done in this league, so the Mighty One doesn't have anything to feel too bad about. I mean, schedule will ease up. Let's go fantasy. Fantasy is that 2 tight ends work. Holds true for you too, Mighty. Shock might be trying to roll it out. You might be trying to roll it out. 1 week, maybe. As your lineup, no, there's a reason why teams play multiple wide receivers instead of tight ends. Tight ends just aren't consistent enough. Moving on to the battle of the cousins. Black Cuz versus White Cuz. And once again, you always bet on black, as that purple and blue truck looks to get it rolling again. Let's go to fantasy and reality. Reality is neither one of these teams are as bad as their record. They're going to reach up and grab some people, and it looks like this week, one of them had to win. Let's go to fantasy. Fantasy is the Rednecks' hopes and dreams of salvaging anything out of this season. I mean, it's week 6, and you're already playing the spoiler role. Looks like Angie either needs to come to the draft on time or not come at all, because not even Nick, doing it by himself, fielded a team this bad. In another battle of champs, we got Habib's Revenge defeating the current champ. And this one wasn't even close, but it's what Habib's Revenge do. He gets consistent play out of a ton of people, creeps up on 80 to 90 points, and that's been his formula for championships 3 times over. Let's go to fantasy reality. I mean, reality is Habib's Revenge does what he does. I mean, he's got 4 players in double digits, 1 sitting at 9, 1 sitting at 6, and hell, his field goal kicker only gave him 5. All adds up to 82. That's scary. Let's go to fantasy. Fantasy is T. Blake can continue to pick the wrong quarterback and win games. I mean, it's been a nightmare. He trades for Vic, he goes down. He thinks Cobb sucks, he's playing great. He drafts Matt Ryan to be the man, and he sucks. Sorry for you, guy. You might have used it all up last year. Then we go to U versus BWB. And the Barbarians, well, You guys know he always creeps up a game or two under 500, which means he's going to beat some people. And it was the U's turn. Not a typical year for the U. I mean, you get 19 out of your kicker and you only put up 50 points. All right, let's go fantasy reality. Reality is when the Saints play good, BWB will play good. I mean, that's who he drafted in Drew Brees and Lance Moore and the 5 other Saints that he starts. And as long as they play well, he'll put up points. Let's go fantasy. Fantasy is Phillip Rivers is anything without Gates. I mean, Gates goes down, Rivers plays like shit. Chew, I'm with you on this one. We need to open them floodgates back up. I mean, this week we have a couple of games we could look at for the beatdown awards. We got the Seekers, who's just continuously rolling. He's doing what he's doing, but hell, at this point, his team's playing so well, I don't even think it's fair to even consider him for this category. Then you got Habib's, battle of some former champs, and Habib's puts a pretty good beating on T. Blake. But I think I'm going to come over to the person who will enjoy it the most. Doesn't happen that often, but damn it, when it does, I like to reward him. And that's Big Willie. Chew, you get this award this week because you are from the BLVD. The West has a damn theme song, and you ain't repped it in I don't know how damn long. I mean, it's time for you to step up. But just don't step up to get beat down. Alrighty, and here we go. Gotta take a look this week and see who got their ass whooped and who got put behind my woodshed. And who is that? Is that the Guru? It can't be the Guru. I beat Tony last week. Oh no. Now I'm all confused. Is that Tony I beat last week or is that the Guru? But either way, it says he's the love guru, so it can't be the CBS Guru. I don't know. I'll leave it for you guys to figure out. But T. Ives, you enjoy it behind the woodshed. You got quite a bit of company this year. More to come. Stay tuned. Okay, and let's go to what we all gather together for. That's this week's MDA. I mean, I'm gonna go off the board a little bit this week's MDA because this week was a little different. We're a week off, so therefore I figure I'll look at a game that meant a lot, and two people that put in their work in the kitchen. We're gonna go with a dual win. We're gonna go with the Rednecks and D-Cell. I mean, you two are both lucky that you got to play each other. It just turns out that D-Sam put in a little more work this morning in the kitchen, smashing out on his Lucky Charms than Ange did. Maybe if Ange could actually get Nick to care and eat some Lucky Charms or his damn self, then maybe they could put in enough work to, win a game or two. But this one goes out to both of you guys. Battle of the Cousins, we love it. Both of you guys were lucky this week because you got to play each other. So Ange, D, you two are both magically delicious.